This is going to be a straight leg RDL, so we're going to be focusing more on the hamstrings here and lengthening our hamstring muscles. So that is where you should feel it. So your legs are actually going to be as straight as possible. You don't want to lock out your knees completely, so you can have a slight bend in your knee here. And you're going to initiate by pushing your hips back. You want to keep your chin tucked and your core engaged so we have a nice flat back. When your hips stop moving back, that is when you've hit the end of your hamstring's active range of motion. So note that your plates are not going to touch the ground here. We don't want to go all the way to the ground. We want to stay in the active range of our hamstrings. When you get to that point, you are going to think about squeezing the hamstrings and pushing the hips forward to standing. Now, again, this is not an up and down motion. Think of it more as a backward and forward motion with your hips. Do not fall to the ground and up. That is typically when people see or feel pain in their lower backs. As you can see here, I added some plates here so you can see what this looks like with a little bit more load on the barbell. And make sure when you are using more load on the barbell to finish the movement, you are squatting down to the ground. That will just also protect your lower back. Now, if you struggle to find your active range of motion for your hips and your hamstrings here, a little hack you can do is actually warm up with a foam roller. You're just going to place a foam roller on your quads and your forearms over top the other side. And this will force you to keep your arms close to you while you're also getting your lats engaged so that they can actively push the foam roller down, similar to when you're holding a barbell. So you're just going to roll down with your forearms and come up when your hips can't push back anymore. This is a good way to practice the movement before you actually add on the load.